Hey guys, and welcome to the madness of Total War Warhammer 2. Yes, we're going back in time and doing a Warhammer 2 video today, and this is a very painful and brutal game. So on the left-hand side, we have the Pineapple Conqueror himself of Clan DBD, wielding the Dark Elf Menace, and boy oh boy is it a nasty yet hilariously fun build. So for the main battle line is Blackheart Corsairs. These bad boys all come in with handbows, and that gives them the ability to kite backwards. Now, in general, up against Beastmen, despite being a real rush faction, if you can kite them effectively, you're going to do so much damage because they really lack armor for the majority of their army. For a nice little air squad, we have a couple of Harpies, one of which is the Regiment of Renown Crows of the Cane, who do regenerate in combat. And then we have Rakaf, the meme lord himself, Lord of Dragons and Beasts, who is voiced by the actor who played Ramsay in Game of Thrones, fun fact of the day. He's coming in with the Whip of Agony, as well as Whiplash. We have the Beast Lord's Gaze, Beast Slayer, we have the Breath Attack of the Beast here, the Beast Armor of Caron Dakar. Basically, he is fully kitted out in his full glorious memeage. We have a double Cold One Dread Knights in the center. I really like how Dread Knights came into their own in the latter stages of the Warhammer 2 life cycle, where they certainly started to become quite powerful and scary indeed. We do have a Sorceress of Fire. She is flaming hot with a Fireball, Flaming Sword Wound, and Burning Head. And then we have two Dark Riser repeated crossbows in the back. So relatively fast, mobile, Dark Elf build. Very high risk, high reward up against the Beastmen, who tend to go with a load of Centaurs and these fast movers. Unfortunately for this Beastmen player, he's not done that too much. We do have double Centaurs on the left-hand side. But making up the main battle line is just a load of Ungors and Bestigors are dotted all the way along. Bestigors adding a bit more punch, looking to saturate on top of their weaker units. We have triple Ungor Raiders in the back. We have a mighty Jabberslife, a beast of pure madness. One gaze at it, and you may turn insane. You can tell I've gazed into its loving eyes many a times. We have Taurox the Brass Bull here, down leading the battle charge, of course. It's not really a Beastman build without Taurox, and the Brave Shaman to boot, coming in with all the spells. This is far too many spells. I've done this multiple times, so you forget to take them off. And yeah, that's going to be pretty big waste of gold there. But at the same time, hey, it gives you flexibility in the battle, I suppose. Now, the Blackheart Corsairs will be moving forward. Ungor Raiders going to do some nice shots into Rakaf, who's just a big floating pincushion at the moment. He is kind of a rather nasty breath attack. 2-for-1 combo there. All the crossbow bolts plus the breath attack means that is going to be a very dead shaman soon, although it looks like they're going to retreat and fall back, which is a rather wise choice. Now, the crossbowmen, are they going to fight this horde of disgusting beast folk? No, they're going to shoot them and leg it. And this is where the pain comes in, because the Beastmen don't have the best tools to really catch these guys. We've got 40 speed or not Ungor Herd. Blackheart Corsairs come in with 40 speed as well, and they can 360 no scope. I'm sure you can see how this is going to go. Now, there was one big answer to these units in the form of the Centaurs, or rather expertly, the Dark Elf player saw the opponent's build. What do I need to kill to win the kite game? I need to kill the Centaurs. So brings over his Dread Knights, and look at the Centaurs barely leaving a scratch on any of these units and being driven away. Massive overload. Big Fat Burning Head did go down the line as well, roasting a few of the Bestigor troopies. Now, the Blackheart Corsair Handbows simply going to 360 pop and run. They're doing their best Jack Sparrow running animations here as they do turn and shoot into the pesky Ungors. They're exploding in puffs of blood and poop. And yeah, they're not having the best of days whatsoever. It looks like all the units are about to break. This is where you can really use the mobility of Rakaf as well. If these units overchase, you can isolate them and shut them down. Looks like the Jabberslife is taking significant damage now. And Rakaf swoops down like a devil spawned from the sun, looking to devour the Jabberslife, who bounds gloriously towards the front, coated in blood though. And that is so much bowfire coming in. It is really disgusting. With the Whip of Agony going down upon him, which is going to remove his terror, fear, and melee defense. If Rakaf can catch up to him, it's going to be pretty nicely. And there you can see the Jabberslife taking a massive burst damage. Blackheart Corsairs can continue to 360 no-scope to their heart's content. But the Brave Shaman is back, and he's back for vengeance, having nearly been sniped earlier on. He's going to be pushing in and starting to take down these units. No, he stops to do a cast, which is all good and well. It's a Traitorkin. Not best used here on this unit. I guess he's trying to slow the speed of it, actually. It's not bad. Kind of a niche use of it there. You normally see Traitorkin to do damage, but that lowering speed may allow the Jabberslife to escape, but unfortunately a big breath attack comes in, and the Jabberslife is toast one way or another, and has indeed been sent packing. The crossbowmen doing a decent job. You can still see them kind of just pounding down the Ungor herds, but working as living pincushions at the moment. Ray Sharman's trying his little heart out here to really stop these units and allow the Ungors to catch up. Looks like he may have been able to do that. A lovely explosion goes down on one unit. The other unit has now been captured by the Ungor Raiders. Still a bucket ton of punch left in this build for the Beastmen. Looks like they are able to ensnare the Cold One Dreadknights out here on the flank with the Bestigors. And Bestigors love this type of fight. Their mighty war axes cleaving asunder the armor of the Cold One Dreadknights. Particularly Torx the Brass Bull there, beating his chest and yelling a war cry to encourage the lads to greater feats of slaughter. And the Cold One Dreadknights will be going down here. So it's a nice catch, but is it too little too late? You can see a large portion of the Beastmen forces have just been sent running in all directions due to some really good pressure from the Blackheart Corsairs and good regimented play from the Harpies. Dark Rise repeater crossbows doing some nice work as well into the Bestigors, shooting into the rear, and really start racking up some of that damage value. The Beastmen are being picked apart rather nicely here so far from the Dark Elf player, but ammunition is starting to waver a little bit. Brave Shaman is going to take yet another volley. Looks like they're certainly set for Davy Jones's locker. Ungor Spearheads are pushing off after the Blackhawk Corsairs, but the pirates are cackling and running. You can see the Rakaf has delved down some Ungors who aren't having the best of days. Big puffs of blood and noxious gas combine to make a rather beautiful yet horrifying sight as Rakaf once again flies up into the sky. He's been a decent pick so far today. He does have Torx the Brass Bull to try to drag down. You can see the Beastmen player trying to rally his troops into some kind of fighting force, but it does look more like a ragtag squad, unfortunately, this late into the game, because so many of his units are just scattered to the winds, and he needs to get a lot of them back in the action, but there's so many Corsairs just kiting all around the battlefield. It is certainly rather tough, particularly the Bestigors going down like this, just getting shot in the rear end, as the Corsairs really do, bring the pain a little bit, unfortunately, to the laddies. So, Torx Brass Bull is vibing at the moment, looking to try and hunt down some Harpies and skewer them for a cheeky little midnight snack. Rakaf is up in safety at the moment. Like to see him come in here, though, and apply a little bit of dominance to Torx Brass Bull and really show him that memes are more powerful than meta. It's been proven multiple times by many a scientist. Everyone's talking about it. Memes are the future, and it looks like Stormrunner is trying to prove that here today. Now, Dark Riders are lacing it on pretty thick. Have to see what they're going on after here, if they're aiming for Torx or the Bestigors. Either way, oh, there you go. It does look like it is the Bestigors. Could this be a well-timed burning head? It is indeed. It's going to catch some of the Crows of the Cane, which they're not going to enjoy. It's also going to break the Bestigors, shatter them from the battlefield, and that is going to be GG. Well played. A disgusting kite game, but I love it. Quite painful to watch for those, I'm sure, who don't like, who are, terrified of kites, but still a well played nonetheless. Real masterclass in just picking apart an opponent and using your speed mobility. Also a really good showcase of, hey, what does my opponent have which can defeat my build? And then instantly going after and destroying that thing with overwhelming force, in this case the enemy Centaurs, and then that allows you to have the battle your own way, pick and choose your fights, and you've got a much higher chance of winning if that is the case. Well played to Malagar, as well as the Pineapple Conqueror himself, Mr. Stormrunner. Really good fun game. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you do enjoy such stuff, feel free to leave a cheeky old like and a subscribe. And I did actually see Nakai the other day wandering down my local high street. I was like, hey Nakai, what are you up to? And he said, oh, I'm just out there going to bonk people on the head who haven't subscribed to a Rubber Duck of War. So if you don't want to receive that fate, make sure you do so. There's a load of links down below in the description to Twitch, Patreon, and Discord. And if you guys would like to see more Warhammer 2 stuff on the channel, please do let me know. And also you can submit replays to my Discord. Please make sure they're on the latest patch, as Total Warhammer 2 actually went for a patch about a week ago, and it messed up all my replays annoyingly, including my Nakai Croak one, which I'm very upset about. But until next time, guys, peace, and as always, stay awesome.